Liverpool won, Manchester United 2. I'm absolutely shocked. I can't actually believe that happened. We went, 62 seconds when Bremo puts us 1-0 up. And then we hold on, and hold on. This against Gakpo, somehow not scoring. That guy could have had a hat-trick. Then, was it Gakpo scores in the 78th minute. And then Maguire scores in the 84th from a free kick, wasn't it? Or was it a corner? It was one of those. It was a set piece anyway. A rebound from a set piece. And he managed to get a nice header on it. Absolutely shocked. I can't believe that. When I initially saw the lineup, I thought this is absolutely terrible. No Sesko in the starting lineup. Delo at left back. Shaw at centre back. I have to say, Shaw was actually very good in this game. Delo was his usual self. And Mount actually done alright up top. Him, Cunha, and Aubameyang were constantly rotating, so I think that helped a lot. Although it would have been nice to see Sesko start, but look, it's fine. He came on, he didn't do too badly either. He could have had a goal. This result is absolutely brilliant. The only problem is, if you go to Brighton next week, and I'm pretty sure it is Brighton we're playing next week, you have to win. You have to follow it up with a win, otherwise this win here at Anfield means absolutely nothing. And, fun fact about this is the first time Amorim's won back-to-back league games. That's also a terrible stat, but it's also amazing that it happened against Liverpool. And I'm pretty sure the last time he won was 3-1 at Anfield, April 2016, was it? Louis van Gaal. I'm pretty sure Mahrez scored a bicycle kick in this game. I think that was the last time we won at Anfield, which is absolutely terrible. It's, 9 years since? That's terrible. Anyway, this game was... Actually, it wasn't too bad to watch. Now, the football United played was pretty terrible. It was absolutely woeful. But when they counter-attacked, I always thought they were going to score. And I never think that with United. I never do. Now, of course, when Liverpool were going, I was expecting them to score. They eventually did, but it took a lot longer than I thought they would. To be quite honest with you, by half-time, United could have been maybe 4-1 up if they took their chances. Of course, Liverpool could have also been a good few up as well. In the second half, they definitely should have scored more than one. I think it's a bit of a disgrace they didn't. Gakpo in particular, Ekitike as well. They had some good chances there. Curtis Jones had a shot that was pretty weak, but I'm not gonna say he should have scored that. I think that would have been a bit too harsh. Lamin's done very well. He was top quality. He saved United a couple of times. Isaac should have scored. In fact, I'm just going through all the chances in my head. I still don't know how they only scored one. If I was a Liverpool fan, I'd feel like I got robbed, and it's just because of the poor finishing and some heroics from some United players. One of my complaints about Amorim is his way that he uses subs. I feel like they're very late, and I feel like most of the time he doesn't take the correct players off. Casemiro and Delo got yellow cards very early on in the second half. And at the second Casemiro got that yellow card, I was shouting at the TV to take him off. And you know what? You might as well take Ahmad off as well. And he does that. He takes off Casemiro, puts on Ugarte, takes off Ahmad and puts on Dorgu, and then swaps Dorgu and Delo. Happy enough. It sounds like he's actually listened. He's done something. Unfortunately, I would have liked to see Mainu play, which I had to wait until the 81st minute for that sub. I'm pretty sure it's the 81st minute. Don't quote me on that one, that might be wrong. But Mainu eventually comes on. Sesko comes on as well. Of course, Sesko was a bit earlier than Mainu. And then Euro also came on. I did think Euro should have started. I would have started Euro instead of Shaw, to be quite honest with you. But Shaw done very well. At one point I was thinking this guy might be man of the match, but there is only one man of the match in my eyes, and that's Matheus Cunha. Every time he got the ball, I didn't think he was going to score, but I thought, right, there's going to be a bit of a break here from the onslaught that Liverpool are trying to throw at United. And yeah, he done well. He carried the ball up the pitch. I'd always thought he was going to help create something, especially since Fernandes started to fade in the second half, in particular after the 60th minute. Once Casemiro went off, I think Fernandes just got exposed, and he wasn't doing very well. But at several points, I did think when Chiesa came on, I really did think he was going to score. I really did. And then Firth came on, I thought he'd do something as well. I thought he was playing rather decent, but somehow they didn't score. Well, Firth, I mean, he's been ghosting all season, but I actually liked what I saw from when he came on. Just didn't create anything, which is unfortunate. There was also an instance where Ahmad handballed the ball. He had it at his chest, hit his arm, about here. I would have given that as a penalty. I don't know how far I did not give that as a penalty, but I was convinced that it was that was the downfall. United going to start there, and they just didn't give the penalty. I'm absolutely shocked. I think Liverpool should have got a penalty for that, but thankfully they didn't, because United could do with the points. All right, well, I'm looking at the Prem table here, and United are ninth, so they're 2 points behind Liverpool, who are third. So, yeah, only 6 points off Arsenal at top. We're never going to catch them, but if you can stay close enough to the European spot to get into a European competition at the end of the season, considering how bad we were last season, I'd take that. But I'd expect improvement every season after that. I don't expect to regress. Once we get into the Champions League spot, I expect to stay in the Champions League. That's the way I'd be seeing it. So this has changed my stance on Amorim, because against Brentford, my match reaction, I was saying sack him now. Against Sunderland, I said he got it right. Against Liverpool, yeah, I think we got lucky. We definitely got lucky. But he managed to scumbag a win on Anfield. But I think this result is just delaying the inevitable. He will get sacked. But I think this is just going to delay it for, I don't know, maybe another month and a half. He might make it past Christmas to the New Year. But I'm not too sure. I know Ratcliffe came out and said, yeah, he's going to have 3 years, but he has to say that. He has to back him. He can't add any more pressure to him. He has to back him. It's his manager that he's got in. He got rid of the old regime, Ten Hag. He has to back his manager. So of course he's going to say, yeah, I'm going to give him 3 years. Behind the scenes, he might be saying something else. But it looked like there was a 4-5-1 at one point. Or sorry, 5-4-1 towards the end of that game after Maguire scored. Maybe he did change his formation, because he said he wasn't going to. The Pope wouldn't change his name. Or change his formation, sorry. Maybe he listened. Maybe he is actually listening. Maybe he's been told he has to change it. But this result, I still think Amorim will have to go. But he's not going to. Not yet. Not yet. They're going to wait until it's too late and get rid of him. A result like this is only papering over the cracks, I think. I think the problem with United... Well, I think Amorim is part of the problem, but of course it's much deeper than that. But if you're keeping Amorim, you're going to have to accept the terrible results until the rest of the club is fixed. But that's my opinion on it. I'm going to end this here. I want this nice and short. I don't think I need to talk about it much more. I'm not going to criticise more of the players, as I'm just happy with the result. Although there are some players, Delo in particular, that needs to get an absolute grilling. Fernandes for that second half, he wasn't great. I thought Casemiro got a bit lucky with some of the ricochets. They went in his favour. Dorgu, I thought, was a bit of a problem as well. He came on, he done alright, and then he started faltering as well from the 80th minute onwards. Mason Mount didn't really do much. He done a lot of running. There's only so much running you can do. Like, we got to win the games. Yeah, you can say, yeah, we won the game, but he didn't really help win the game. It wasn't him that won the match. I thought him and Buemo and Sesko, not Sesko, Cunha, done really well swapping between the three of them, constantly moving. I thought that was good, but that's bare minimum. So Mount's another one that I think deserves a bit of criticism. But I'm going to save that for the bigger YouTubers that actually have the balls to come out and properly criticise these people. I don't necessarily have that ability, and also my channel is far too small to even warrant extending the video time. Right, well, with that, a notice out for you, so if you've made it this far. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a match preview against Brighton, or a match review, reaction, whatever you want to call it, as I'm away. So I'm not even sure if I'm even going to see the game. I might get the result, but I'm most likely not going to be doing a video on it. So, unfortunately, you're going to have to skip a week of my match reactions. Alright, well, if you like this video, I don't know why. What day is it? Sunday. Monday. Tomorrow there will be the Realistic Man United Career Mode continuing. I don't even know what episode it is. Couldn't tell you. It might still be season 1. I've got no idea. It should be season 2 by now. Anyway, I'm done. Talk to you.